Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Youth Australia podcast for this week. Just giving you a bit of context on this episode. We haven't been able to record this week due to new COVID restrictions, so we're just working out how we're going to do that, whether we record some people in person and other people on Zoom, or we do it all on Zoom or what have you. Still working that out, but still wanted to release an episode for you today. So this is a question segment that we recorded 4 or 5 weeks ago, and it might seem a little bit disjointed, but hopefully we still answer the question and you still enjoy it. So enjoy the episode, and don't forget to subscribe to the Youth Australia podcast, and we'll see you very soon.
All right, so we actually got a question last week from someone, which was amazing. Please send us your questions. We'd love to see them. The question was, hey guys, loving your podcast. Thought I'd throw in a hard question concerning episode 3 and giftings. What would you say to someone who does not like some of the gifts God has given them? Looking forward to hearing your answers.
Good question. The question was about not liking one of your gifts. Now, this has happened with a lot of people, and just because we have a gift right away doesn't mean we got to use it right away. So we might have a gift now about public speaking. We may never do public speaking until maybe like 10 years down the line. We just don't know. It's something that we just have to know that God's given it to us for a reason. We have it there. We don't need to use it straight away. We don't need to look around and go, oh, I must use it where, and then ruin something else just because we think that gift's needed right now. An example I used earlier was I was told I was good at public speaking when I was younger. I felt like I wasn't. I never felt like I was good at it, but everyone liked it. And I thought, I'm never going to use that. I'm never going to be putting myself out there in front of anyone and never doing a podcast.
Woo, come on.
And then in my testimonial, which I'll do, I think I'll go next week, is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Well,
You ready for that?
yeah, next week. Yeah.
Sweet. And I'll be talking about how I want to do youth ministry. So being in front of everyone, public speaking. Just because we have these gifts doesn't mean we use them straight away. That was many years ago now. And just God's given it to us for a reason. We just need to know that.
I think also when you're talking about a gift and not liking a gift, it might be because you're using a gift in the wrong area. So for instance, for myself, I was a dancer for 3 years. I did classical ballet full time. And so I have, that's something that I'm gifted in. That's, I'm gifted in movement. I'm gifted in movement storytelling, I'm a kinesthetic learner, all that sort of stuff. But I didn't really enjoy it that much. And I didn't enjoy the environment and the culture around it and all of that. So because of that, I didn't really enjoy that gifting. But I think something that I've realized, and this is part of the reason why I'm not dancing anymore, is that gift that I have can be used for a lot of the things, including using it way more for God. So, look, I'm still believing that God will show me where I can use that gift. But because I was in the wrong place to use that gift, I didn't enjoy it. So that's what I suggest, is maybe find other places where you can use that gift and other outworkings of that gift.
Yeah, no, that's a good job. Just want to add in there that there is a difference between a gifting and a hobby. So what I mean by that is you might enjoy doing something. So for example, when I was younger, I did swimming, and I really enjoyed that. However, I don't look at it as a gifting. So for an example of the gifting is like communication and things like that. Something that I enjoy doing, but I know it's one of the God-given giftings that I have, because I can use it for His glory, and I know that it will be used in the future for whatever His plan is for me. And so, yeah, giftings and hobbies, they're two different things. So yeah, I just wanted to add that in there.
The other thing is, I think when people talk about the gifts, that they sort of narrow them down.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Ethan, you could say that, oh, my gift is for lighting, or my gift is for sound. And, you know, if, like, obviously you know that your gifting is more for the whole package, and the whole sort of service. But you could be completely focused on one of those things and miss the other things around it that you might enjoy.
Yeah, no, that's good. And just because you might not think, or you might not enjoy the gifting that you have, don't neglect it, because that gifting might come in use down the track. So for example, say, you know, you're at school and you're learning saxophone. Cool. And so, for all you know, at that moment in time while you're learning it, you may not enjoy it, you're good at it, but you don't enjoy it. For all you know, down the track you might end up playing trumpet I should say. You might end up playing the last post. Who knows? And so, never neglect a gifting that you might have, or a gifting that you don't necessarily think is suited to you, because for all you know, we don't know what God has planned for us. But generally, I like to look at it as if each thing that we learn and each situation we go through and each gifting that we find out that we have is actually a step closer towards the plan that God has for us. And so never look at a gifting as if, I'm going to just chuck this gifting in the bin and shove it away from it, never use it again. Because for all you know, you could be using that gifting a week later.
Yeah.
The day later. Who knows? So never just shove or close the door towards a gifting, because, well, you never know when it might come in use.
Just coming off, I think, what Joel said before about our gifts and how we might not be using them the right way. Just coming off that, we have this vision that since we have this gift, we must use it for this reason. And it's just a real tunnel vision sense of thinking. So you might have a gift in leadership, but you don't want to be a leader. And you know you're never going to become a leader in anything. But in the next couple of years, you might talk to someone just one-on-one and really inspire them, lead them in a way that you might not think, hey, that's what my gift was for.
Yeah, that's good.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, don't box a gifting in. So never look at the worldly stereotypes regarding gifting. So as Levi said, leadership. Okay, people generally think, leadership is standing up on a stage, speaking in front of people. Leadership is something so much bigger. It extends to even taking the opportunity that may arise to help someone cross the road. That's taking both initiative and leadership, because you're willing to enter that situation and help lead someone across the road. And for you know, that's why you have that gifting. It sounds pretty crazy, but it's generally the way to look at giftings, because you don't want to box them in and say, I don't want to do that in my future. And then, so don't box that.
Awesome.
Well, I hope that answered the question anyway for you.
Yeah. And thank you for sending your questions in. Please, if anyone else, if you have a question related to something we've done or just something you want to know about, please send us in the question, and we'd love to answer it to the best of our ability. And
and you can send them in via Discord, Instagram, our website, and Twitter now.
Yeah.
Awesome. See you there.
Twitter. Whoa.
Yes, Twitter is a new thing for us, so that's awesome. We're going to have announcements there. And yeah, come chat with us and connect with us on there. Send us questions. That would be awesome.
And you may have noticed there's 2 different scenes here, one here and one on Zoom. Or Zoom. We'll go with Zoom.
Probably go Zoom.
We had technical difficulties. We'll put it that way for part of the recording. But we're good now.
We're good now.
We're good. So you can see us. This is, as we mentioned last week, we're officially in person recording live.
To a degree.
To a degree. Hope you enjoy the set. It's slightly changing each week, slowly developing it. So
We'll see what we get to.
that's right. Who knows? Our own place for all we know. Who knows what God has planned for us?
We just have to trust God, see what happens.
That's right.
That's
Awesome.
Cool.
Alrighty.
All right. We will see you guys next week. Bye.